are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm excited. A little tired, but it should be interesting. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited for this episode. My name is Shivani.
I'm Miranda.
This is Far From Normal. Woo!
I have no idea what episode number.
Oh, yeah.
But this is like part 4 of our business series, I think.
Yes.
So there's that for you.
Yeah. So today we're going to be focusing on accounting, and I invited one of my good friends who I actually met in an accounting class to discuss accounting. So this is Muskan. Hi, Muskan.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. So do you want to tell us about your major and who
how you got invested in it?
Yeah.
So I took my first accounting class in the second quarter of my freshman year. I got into my accounting major and then I declared a finance minor. Nice. So I love accounting because I love working with numbers, and actually my friends, my sister's friend, they work in an accounting firm and their son works in an accounting firm as well. So they told me why not just major in accounting since there's so many opportunities, good pay. So that's why I chose accounting.
Got you. Were you always interested in numbers, or was that something that developed as you got to know people who were into accounting?
Well, I really didn't know what exactly accounting was. I usually working with math. I was a really good math student. I was not good in English or science. That was not kind of my thing. I was more math person or arts. But as you know, arts, there's not a lot of good pay or many opportunities, personally. It's a really competitive environment. So that's why I chose accounting.
For sure.
When did you declare your major? Were you accounting from the first day that you started on campus, or did it take you a little while?
It was from the first day.
Gotcha.
Nice. So how would you describe accounting to people who don't know anything about accounting?
I haven't taken audit or tax classes yet. I would say it's numbers. It's more word problems. I would say real world problems, business stuff, and numbers. Lots of numbers. That's all I could say. I remember making financial statements. I think Shivani also remembers that first accounting class. I would say that's the basic thing. And then I haven't taken any tax or audit classes, but I will in my junior year. So I'm pretty excited for that. That's all I could say.
Because it's numbers, I know a lot of people go into it scared, especially marketing majors like myself who have to take it, for our major. So what do you find enjoy about it? What's fun about accounting to you? I guess.
I feel accounting is solving a puzzle piece. When I see the numbers aren't matching up, you kind of get frustrated with a puzzle. But then when all the numbers line up, when you do your debit credit, when everything balances out, I feel that's what gives me the satisfaction, and that's what I like about accounting.
I like that. That's a good analogy, puzzle pieces and accounting. I like that. Yeah, I definitely didn't think of myself as a math person before I taking accounting classes. Honestly, I think the only reason I passed accounting 101 is because of you, because you're just so good at explaining it and understanding it. Oh my gosh, you're so great at it. It's amazing.
She gives you all these compliments, and my next question is what challenges have you faced in accounting? Is there anything that you heard in class and you were I have no idea?
Honestly, it does. Sometimes it gets a little frustrating when I don't understand it. I just look at practice problems, look at examples online. I feel the internet has a lot of resources. So I think that's really helpful. Accounting is mostly logic. That's what I like about it. So it's pretty simple, but sometimes it can get confusing. There's so many terms, a lot of long vocabulary words, terms and stuff, but the internet is free, so just use that.
Yes.
Right.
Me and Shivani have talked a lot about the concept of different people based on their majors. Marketing people are very creative and weird, and finance people are very like hard set on their futures. Do you think there's anything like a stereotype that might make like accounting majors different from other majors?
I feel like accounting major people, there's not like a stereotype like towards accounting people. It's just like, oh, accounting's so boring. It's all math and numbers. That's accounting people are boring, but not really. I've met other accounting majors as well, and they're not really boring. We actually bonded on other stuff like I've actually networked with people, did interviews, and some people really like that I do like photography. I like traveling, so we kind of like bonded on those things, you know.
Right.
So we're just more than just accounting, you know. We're actually like a person. We have like other interests.
Wow.
We're not boring, so I think yeah.
No way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, true. But kind of going back to like the earlier thing, like the internet is free. Do you have any like recommendations for like resources people can use for like accounting, or like favorite places you like to go to like look up terms and stuff like that?
I think Investopedia, I think me and Shivani had to use that for a lot of terms. We had to do the competition. We had to make like a whole Excel sheet, like do a financial model actually. Yeah. So like some of the terms were kind of confusing. So Investopedia worked. Um, books, I don't really read books. I'm not like a book person, but internet is free. Just ask people. I'm not a book person. Um, yeah, actually, I got my first internship. It was like an informal internship through TikTok. So social media, it's a good, it's a good platform, I would say.
Can we hear that story of how you got that internship?
It's actually like a podcast like you guys. So she like talks to other people, and it was like a formal business world internship. I think, I don't know, I talked to Shivani about it maybe. So it was a formal like a month internship, but like a panelist of speakers came. They talked about their startups, and that kind of inspired me that maybe I want to start a business soon. I haven't yet, but they're really like motivating. So that's why I like networking and listening to what other people say.
Do you think you had to use any of your accounting skills during that internship, or like do you think it was helpful for you in any way?
No, it was not like an accounting internship, but it was like a more like informal internship. So accounting internships like tax, I think that's gonna be really formal, papers, files. Yeah.
Right.
It was really informal.
Got you.
Speaking of, well, do you have a question you were gonna say?
Oh no, I was just like, that's really funny because I actually have a podcast internship right now too. So like, I didn't tell you about that, but that's really funny. But anyway,
I was just gonna say like, there's tax and a bunch nonprofit accounting and like personal accounting. What kind of like field of accounting are you more interested in?
So I know there's public accounting, there's forensic accounting, there's management accounting, there's tax audit. I'm really into public accounting. I feel like there's more opportunities to grow faster. There's obviously, I knew, like my professor told me, there's higher pay as well in public accounting. So being financially stable is like a important factor for me, So having a secure future, as you said, finance people, they want a secure future. Yeah. So I think public accounting is good. I haven't worked in nonprofit yet, so that might be interesting if I do in the future. Forensic accounting is something that I'm looking forward maybe to do as well. That's quite interesting. So yeah, public is something I look forward to.
So public accounting is for corporations, correct?
Yeah.
And then what is forensic accounting?
I don't know how to explain in detail. Honestly, my professor told me about forensic accounting. I think it was in my freshman year, so I don't have a really good memory, but it's something that I might look forward to, look for opportunities in that once I set in the corporate world, So that's my first priority, to go into corporate, and then maybe I could do nonprofit or forensic.
Okay. I'll do some research and put it on our social media
Yeah.
account.
Yeah, I was like, forensic accounting is like that had to do with like going to court and like I don't know doing stuff
Oh,
like
I
that.
think you're right.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. I like that's
That
just
would
a
make sense.
guess. But yeah, like what types of skills would you think that are associated the most with like accounting majors, or do you think are necessary and important to have?
Succeeding.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, I forgot to say, but forensic accounting is I became interested in forensic accounting because I took forensic science in high school. So that's why it kind of interested me that maybe I could do that. And to answer your question for the skills, I feel like Excel is important. I have like asked many people, they say like Excel coding, so HTML, like any technical skills are really good. Being a good communicator, active listening, like the soft skills are important as well. Like I feel like when you go to interviews, they look at the soft skills, but that is like really important. Um, Besides the technical skills, you know, and if you get like an internship, they usually give you the training, so you get the technical skills through there. But soft skills is something that we usually need to work on.
Right. What type of soft skills would you say like is important, like communication or like being a team player, that sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly. So like being involved in clubs, you know, just volunteering, networking, I think that helps you develop your soft skills.
Got you. You mentioned like networking with like different people. Do you just reach out to people on like LinkedIn or like reach out to professors? Like, how does that work for you?
Exactly. I stay connected to my professors on LinkedIn or email, actually, because people respond faster. I feel like I have contacted people on LinkedIn, but the response time is a little bit slower than on email. So through email, I feel like it's more faster. Sometimes it's more professional. In person is also good, but with this virtual world, email and LinkedIn are like the two major things that I do through network.
Do you think this might not even be something that you would know the answer to? Like how, like have, how like saturated is like the job market for accountants? I guess like is there a lot of jobs available, or is it like very few options?
I feel like it is in the middle. Freshman year and sophomore year, there's less accounting internships, but once you go into your junior year, senior year, there are lots more. There are a lot more accounting internships and postgraduate. You know, I feel like there's more opportunities. You know, as you go along in your academic year.
So like are there things that you can do to like stand out? Like I know like accountants take like the CPA exam and like that like helps them like, you know, be like of high priority. Is there anything else that like accountants should look forward to like making themselves stand out within the industry?
Are you talking about undergraduate or like postgraduate?
Either.
Yeah, we can do both or either. Yeah.
I mean, I have talked to one of like a senior who works in PwC, an accounting firm. So what made him stand out was like he grabbed every opportunity. So having experience is important. That's what accounting firms look for. But if you don't have experience, you should try to show that you're involved, that you do a lot of things, that you're just not studying, but you're doing other things on the side. Like, as I said, volunteering, being involved in clubs, like taking courses online. If you're doing nothing for this summer, take some courses online. There's so many free courses that you could just Google up, take those online courses, get a certification. You could probably talk about that in your interviews, like I did. So I took like a marketing course last summer. It was like a Google Digital Garage marketing course. So I put that in my resume and I talked about that in my interviews, like, and people were really interested, like, wow, so you took a marketing course, but you're an accounting major. And I said, yeah, I like to explore. I like to do different things instead of like doing nothing, being productive. I love being productive. Otherwise, my mind goes crazy if I'm not productive. I think that's the only thing that keeps me sane, you know? So yeah, I would say those are my advices.
I know a lot of times when I'm told to like buff up my resume, studying abroad is always a benefit. Is it easy to study abroad as an accounting major, or is it super challenging?
I haven't studied abroad, so I cannot answer the question, but I would love to study abroad. I know DePaul has some study abroad programs I haven't applied to yet, but hopefully I might apply this year or next year.
Space at least for it. Like some majors don't even have the opportunity. You do have the opportunity to at least.
I think it doesn't matter on the major. I think DePaul has a study abroad program that business majors can take. So accounting goes under business. So I think, yeah,
Okay.
there's no problem taking those. But I think it just depends maybe on your school, on your college.
Very true. Very true. I know you mentioned to me, I think like outside that you were doing like some sort of internship that had to do with like something similar that we did in the competition. You had to like financial models and stuff like that. How is that for you? Like what's a typical work day look like for you?
Actually just finished my internship yesterday, so I'm done with it. Usually the internship, like we had to meet out of like out of the normal hours. It's not like a 9 to 5 internship. It was a virtual internship, so we spent late nights, sometimes till 12 to from 8 to 12 or 8 to 2, and then we had meetings at like 4 or 5 p.m. So my typical work day was pretty not good. I feel like it was really unorganized, especially in the summer. I feel like more organized during my school year, because I know I have classes in the morning. I did have classes this summer that I took, so I would do them in the morning, and then the rest of the time that I had, I did my internships. So yeah, that was my typical work day. But now I'm free, so I'm just relaxing, chilling for a few days, and then I'll get back being productive. So yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's really nice to have like internships during the summer when you don't have too much planned, but also like what you said, it can be really unstructured, and like not having like that schedule can like throw you off and make you feel like unproductive and stuff like that. But yeah, it's great.
So is accounting like Shivani just switched to finance and she's struggling with like, sorry, I shouldn't say you're struggling. It's like a heavy load to switch over. Is accounting an easy one to step into? And do you have any advice for people who are like undecided majors who are looking at accounting?
I would say take an accounting class or take a finance class. I feel like finance is kind of easier than accounting. Not to say that I don't want to say that finance is so easy or that, because finance is difficult as well as accounting. As you like progress, as you get into your junior year, the classes keep getting harder. So undecided majors, I would say explore, find what you like, take different classes, but make sure to choose a major by your sophomore year. Like please choose a major, because I know there's requirements, so you have to take those requirements once you declare your major. But at least choose one accounting class, like a basic intro accounting class. Take a basic intro finance class. It might help you like later on in life, because accounting is really beneficial like in any industry.
Absolutely, I would agree. I don't know if it's just like our university that works like that, because I know Miranda's university, they wouldn't let people. What was it like for internships?
You can't get an internship until you're a junior because they want you to actually learn the material, and they think people who are trying to like the businesses are like being like internship sharks, and they're not giving you time to actually experience like college. So
yeah, I thought that was so interesting when I heard that.
You're allowed to. You're just highly discouraged from doing it.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I totally agree. I'm probably more on Muskan's side, because I think internships can give you more real world experiences and like actually help you like figure out what you like, versus like in a classroom you're not really getting that experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm on Muskan's side, but also if you feel like you should just focus on your classes, that is completely okay too. But in Chicago, it is pretty competitive. So
yeah,
I would definitely, get on your game as soon as possible. But for sure. Do you have any other questions?
I can look through what I wrote down and see.
Yeah.
So this might not even be something that you have a great answer for, but people, again, I referred to earlier, myself, are other marketing majors or majors who just don't like accounting. What would be like your recommendation as they get into the class, like how they should study and different tips for staying ahead, that kind of stuff?
Honestly, write a lot of notes on the side. We got a packet. I remember like the intro class, we had a really thick packet. It was so many pages. I highlighted lots of things. I wrote notes on the side. Um, all I could say is revise. Like as soon as you get home, look through your notes, kind of keep it refresh in your memory. Um, Study, be organized because I'm not. Sometimes I kind of lack in that. Time management is important. I forgot to mention that, but time management is an important skill. So yeah, time management. That's how you will get ahead in your classes, honestly. Set aside time for yourself to study. Um, Take notes, highlight a lot of things. I use multicolored pens. Um, I feel like that's really helpful. And in my economy class, in my finance class, I like to write notes down. I like to make graphs myself. I like to write down a lot of things. I feel like people who type their notes up, I don't know how you guys do it, but I love writing my notes on paper. So yeah, I think that's the best one because when you write, you kind of remember it in your head. So that's my best tip.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with the writing versus typing. I definitely remember everything better when I'm writing. Yeah, the only time I will type is if I like know I have like 100 pages of notes that I have to do, then I will be like, I'm gonna be faster at typing and I can somewhat remember it, so it's okay.
Yeah, the professors who talk really, really fast and you're just like,
yeah, very true, very true. But yeah, we're pretty much at the end of our episode. Thank you.
That went fast.
It did go by really, really fast. That was amazing. You give so much good advice and so many good tips, and that was really helpful, especially for me. I feel like I just like got a refresh of like everything I'm supposed to know. Like, like you seem like you said you're not like great at like organization and stuff, but you definitely pull it off very well. So like, kudos to you. Dang, like wow. But yeah, thank you so much. We really enjoyed having you.
Anything else you want
Thank
to
you.
or ask us?
No, I would add one thing. Network. I feel like this applies in all majors. Try to not stick to if you're undecided, if you're doing accounting major, finance major, marketing major, do another class. Like I took a marketing class. I found out it was not the one for me. Actually like doing marketing, marketing projects rather than doing the writing aspect of marketing. I like that better. So yeah, just explore. There's so many opportunities, so grab those opportunities. You're still undergraduate. Even after you graduate, there's so many opportunities. So I wish, like, the one advice that I would give, like, when I was in high school, I did not be involved in more clubs. I wasn't I stuck I mean, I like stuck to only like taking classes, I wasn't really a bright like involvement, like volunteer student. I didn't like get involved in clubs or do things outside of, classes. So do those extra stuff, take those resources, just grab opportunities, take everything that you can. Honestly, the internet is free, network, everything. So that's all I have.
Yeah, that's amazing advice. I echo everything you said. Definitely get involved as many things as you can, but also don't overload yourself because that's important.
Yes, don't burn out. Don't burn out.
For sure. Oh my gosh, I definitely need a reminder every once in a while because I'm like, I can do everything, but not really. Yeah, so that's the end of our episode. So if you guys enjoyed, please reach out with any questions, comments, or concerns. There we go. At Far From Normal Podcast 2020 at gmail.com. We also have an Instagram at Far From Normal Podcast, and you can also hit the little link in our Instagram bio, and you can fill out that little Google survey. Also enter any of your questions, comments, or concerns, or suggestions. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Also leave us comments and engage with us on Instagram because we love hearing from you. So thank you so much, and we will see you in the next episode.
Thank you.